This video content is educational and informative. Realistic fishing is not fake and won't pretend to be excited just for views. He will not say he loves you or call you his fam, hoping you'll purchase something. He is not promoting any brand, company, or product in particular. This content is not sponsored and is brought to you solely by Realistic Fishing.
Welcome back to Realistic Fishing. We're out here this evening to try some power bait craw fatties. This is pro-designed by Bobby Lane. Green Pumpkin Magic. We're going to fish this on a Texas rig. As you know, power bait is already scented. This craw is relatively flat, so I'm going to fish it on an EWG, but not a giant honker of an EWG. This is a 3/0. And we're going to fish basically this dock down the bank to my right. Can we get some bass tonight on a Texas rig craw? I hope so, because if not, we're going to have to call an audible to avoid the skunk. We'll deal with that when the time comes. We'll make a few more casts right here. Last cast for real this time. Nothing. Let's downsize. I don't want to get skunked. Now we're going to go with something else. We're going to go with a micro Ned Rig. Well guys, I'm going to have to go to my super Desperation rig when nothing else works. Gulp minnow under a float. Alright, it's time for my super Desperation rig. Weighted cigar float. Gulp minnow on a jig head. Last chance. Let's do it. Can I avoid the skunk with my super Desperation rig? Super finesse, small lure here. One-inch Gulp alive minnow under a weighted cigar float. Easy to take under. Easy to eat. Even a smaller fish like a 4-inch bluegill should be able to eat this. Anything. Come on, anything at all. Oh. Fish on. Come on, no skunk. No skunk, stay on. Stay on. Yes. Check it out. Wow, what a bruiser of a bluegill. Look at his chest. It's all beaten up. I finally did it. We're going to check this fish out over the water because it is a bruiser. Look at that. 9 inches. Easily. Easily. I'm going to hold it with my thumb. But check out the belly of this beast. It's a little bit raw. It's bedding and it's monstrous. And I want this big DNA of this big 9-inch bluegill to be passed on. Beautiful fish. Let's let it go. When the bluegill kicks up a dust cloud, you know it's a good one. Well, you saw it here. My Desperation rig came through clutch for a monstrous bluegill 9+ inches. Maybe we can find another one. I don't know why I couldn't hook them with the Ned. I don't think they were interested. Fish on. A little bit smaller this time. Yeah, this looks like a female. Look at the difference. I'm going to hold this one up and I'm going to flash a picture of the other one real quick so you can see the patterns. This one has a little chubby belly. I think this is a female. I am thoroughly convinced this rig is where it's at tonight. 3 fish already. Fish. This feels like a pretty good one. There we go. Another nicely colored bluegill. Looks like another male. Good color. Not a bruiser like that first one. This one's just about 8 inches. You know, when they get that extra inch up to 9 or 10, they look so much bigger. Let's let it go. Still though, I am not complaining. 8-inch bluegill are a blast. 9-inch bluegill, stellar. I caught more fish in the last 5 minutes than I did in the first hour I attempted fishing here. Come on. Fish on. Fish on. I hear a little drag. I hear a little drag. Oh, good one. Oh, good one. Yes. Yes, another bruiser. Wow, this one is so thick. He's snapping his jaws. Look at this one's taking damage from spawning. Let's get a quick hand measurement. Beyond my wrist. Look at him. He's snapping at me. Beyond my wrist, almost 9 inches. Another tank. Look at this. Look at that sore from spawning. Beautiful specimen. I'm telling you, if you're having trouble catching fish, bass, bluegill, a small jig head. This is a BG1, 1.25 gram, and a cigar float. This is a small cigar float, weighted on the bottom, easier for the fish to take it under. And you can cast it further if you need to, but I don't. I'm casting maybe 20 feet. Fish on. Oh, another good one. I don't know why they didn't want the Ned Rig this time, but they are going for the Gulp. Another tank. Yes. This lake has some beautiful bluegill in it. Again, beyond my wrist. This one's about 8.5. Gorgeous though. Look at that ear. Look at my thumbnail. Let's get a girth check. Look at that. And that's a male. Those are not eggs in there. This is just a very fat bluegill. What a chunker. Crazy clouds continuing to roll in. I got time for one more. I need to fix up my Gulp minnow. All right, everyone, repeat after me. What is my Desperation rig? Gulp minnow on a small jig head like a BG1 under a float. I'm fishing about 2.5 feet deep. I'm fishing a Shimano FX1000 ultra light combo 4-pound test mono Shakespeare micro series. This whole combo was 40 bucks. I've caught so many fish on this rig. I am definitely getting my $40 worth. Big bluegill, a lot of bass, Bass over a pound, almost 2 pounds on this little thing. That's it. Last one. Here we go. This one's a little bit skinnier. This looks like a female. Probably spawned out. Skinny, frantic, a little bit beat up. Let's let it go. Interesting last fish. Well, after not getting anything on the Texas rig and skunking on the Ned rig, well, my confidence was in the But after tying on my Desperation rig, big bluegill after big bluegill, and I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic. Look at those clouds.